And we're back with 4-minute philosophical positions from Carneades.org. Today we're going to be looking at free will. Remember, this is a basic introduction to positions regarding free will. If you want something more in-depth, check out the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy's article on free will. We're going to be looking at these positions in terms of a trilemma. A trilemma is when you have three statements that are all very intuitively convincing, but are also inconsistent. You can't have them all at the same time. You want to put them all in your philosophical beliefs, but you can only fit two of them. They're inconsistent, but intuitively convincing, and your position is defined by whichever statement you reject. Let's look at the statements. First, everything behaves according to deterministic laws. If you believe in the laws of physics, or you believe that God has some set of laws that determine how the universe is going to work out, you believe in this first statement. Basically, that everything is in some way predetermined by the laws that govern the universe. Number two, free will is defined as the ability to do otherwise from these laws. We wouldn't have very much free will if our actions were predetermined, so in order to have free will, we have to somehow break these laws. And finally, free will exists. It should be pretty clear how these are inconsistent, because if free will exists, and it's defined as the ability to break deterministic laws of the universe, then not everything follows those laws. So we need to start picking and choosing. First position is called libertarianism. This isn't the political libertarianism, it's a philosophical kind. Libertarian denies the first premise that everything behaves according to deterministic laws and accepts the next two. Basically, the libertarian is a champion of free will. He says that, of course we have free will, and it is defined as the ability to do differently from these laws. We can actually go out and break the laws. The question, of course, to the libertarian then is how can these free beings out there go forth and break the laws of physics whenever they choose if they want oatmeal or Cheerios in the morning? Seems a little concerning. Why'd you commit to something like this? Because maybe you're Alvin Plantinga, who used the libertarian platform to defend religion against the problem of evil in the free will defense. Next position is called the compatibilist. The compatibilist says everything does behave according to deterministic laws and rejects the definition of free will, and says then that free will exists. Basically, for the compatibilist, of course things follow deterministic laws. He's not going to fight the laws of physics, but he does believe we have some kind of free will. He's just looking for a different definition of free will that isn't so stringent. The question for the compatibilist then is, what is free will? Is it not being coerced? Is it not being influenced? How can we still have the agency necessary for moral responsibility? Compatibilism is pretty popular these days. So there's a lot of different positions regarding it. If you want to take a look, check out Compatibilism, State of the Art on the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Finally, you have Determinism. Determinism accepts that everything behaves according to deterministic laws and accepts that free will is defined as the ability to do otherwise from these laws. They just say, we don't have free will. The determinist basically says that, sure, the laws of physics work, and if we did have free will, it would be the ability to do otherwise, but we just don't have free will. Get over it. The problem for the determinist is then dealing with moral responsibility. How do you deal with the murderer or the thief who says that they were just predetermined to act as they did, so we shouldn't punish them? If you're interested in determinism, check out Determinism al dente by Dirk Perboom. To reduce these positions to caricature, let's take a look. Libertarianism is the guy screaming, my mind is more powerful than the causal laws of the universe. The determinist is trying to get out of a traffic ticket by saying the chemicals in his brain made him do it, while the compatibilist is standing in between them saying, come on guys, isn't there a definition of free will we can all agree to? Luckily for this trilemma and for the skeptic, their resounding answer is always no. If you like this video or you'd like to see more, check out Carneades.org and stay skeptical, everyone.